can get you off my mind now. I 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 can get you off my mind now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, party people? What's going on to the world? Thank you for coming on. You could be anywhere in the world, but you decided to come here. Man, I really appreciate that. Today, I want to do a live on Sunday just to see how it feels to do a live on a different day. And I just want to talk about things that I see, you know what I mean? So there's a few things that came out that I found interesting. And sometimes I feel like me doing it once a week is like the story's so old at the time, you know what I mean? So if I do one on Sunday, then one on Wednesday, I probably could catch a good window of each story. So certain things I talk about, I'll be like, oh, man, that's kind of old now. And I kind of like fall back on certain subjects that I want to speak about on Wednesdays. So I said, let me talk about it on a Sunday now, right? So I'm trying to catch it before the football crowd because like I live here in the South and football is so huge and people just love watching football. So I was like, you know what, let me just be mindful of people's time. So I try to do it 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always up around this time anyways. This is actually kind of late for me. And that's that, man. So if you guys coming in, hit the like button and let's get it going, man. You know, first we got to start with some nice lo-fi music, man. You know how we do. Which one I'm going to start with today? Yeah, that's the usual one. All right, that's what I usually play. All right, man. So, as you guys know or may not know, I am down here in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Home of the Falcons, who just lost the other day, playing against the Patriots. They got smacked on Thursday, so I will not be watching any Falcons games today. One of my boys, he goes to a lot of Falcons games, and every time he goes to a Falcons game, they lose. So I'll be texting him like, yo, I think you should stop going to the games because clearly you're the reason why they're losing, right? That's clearly. They never win a game when he goes, but that's to say the least. But I want to talk about this quote unquote shooting that happened in the airport in Atlanta. Oh yeah, we live. Yep. Yeah, we live right now. We live, Jamal. So we're doing live on Sundays. We doing live on Sundays now. Why? Just because I want to touch on some things, man. And also, I will be opening the phone line, so we're going to have phone calls coming in so people could, you know, give their commentary on things, right? So I want to talk about first the shooting that happened in Atlanta, Georgia, right? So the airport, somebody tried to bring a gun through TSA, a loaded gun. Of course, TSA caught it because that's their job. And when they caught it, the gun went off and people went crazy. So I'm going to pull this clip up. This clip is a courtesy of ATL Scoop. So if you live in Atlanta or you curious about Atlanta news, I would say go to ATL Scoop. Because ATL Scoop, they always got everything you need, yo, when it comes to Atlanta news. They're better than any news source out there. So let's pull this up right here, man. ATL Scoop is definitely be on it, yo. Definitely should have had this all up, but I did not. All right, so this is the video, courtesy of ATL Scoop. Run this back a little bit so you guys can see what happened. So this right here shows everybody's on TSA line ducking down and running away from the gunshot going off. And from the looks of things, this looked like the red side. This looked like the red side, which is very unfortunate because I fly the red side a lot of times. I fly over there. That's the red side is Delta. And you see, like I said, you see people ducking down. You see right here it says General Borden. Matter of fact, that might be the blue side. That might be the blue side. See, I don't fly the blue side. You know what I'm saying? Because I do fly Delta. I don't fly the blue side. I fly the red side. So, as you can see, the red side is the good side. The blue side is the bad side. And like I said, somebody tried to go through TSA with their gun. And for whatever reason, the gun went off. Boom, boom, boom. And people are ducking. Then once people start ducking, you know, people think it's a shootout in the airport, but it's not a shootout. All it was is just a gun going off. And why are you packing a loaded gun in your carry-on luggage? Like, come on, fam. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you got to pack a gun, you have to pack a gun. You have to get like all types of paperwork filled out, all stuff signed for. You got to have your gun in your check-in bag. It can't be loaded. This person, whoever this person is, clearly they didn't know the rules of packing a gun to the airport. And TSA, it is loaded. It's like everybody scattering. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the blue side or the red side, but you know what I'm saying? Me, I don't go in this direction. Where I go is, let me show you. When I fly. See that? Hold on. Where is that? Right there. TSA pre-check. I go the other way. You know what I'm saying? So I think that here on out, if I'm traveling with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like if I travel with my son, he's good on my pre-check because he's underage. But if I'm traveling with somebody, man, I'm not getting on that general boarding line no more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the TSA pre-check line and I'll meet you at the gate. Because clearly the general boarding line is not it. It's not it. It's dangerous. It's crazy. So I'm going to stay away from that line because that line is crazy. And I don't think that line is safe no more. So I advise you, if you want to travel with me, get TSA pre-check or get clear. Get one of the two. So we don't have to be a part of the general admission because these people are crazy. These people are crazy. So that's my thing, man. So that, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting that warning out there. Don't be like, oh, you acting Hollywood, Ron, because I'm not traveling out there with y'all. I'm not doing it. I'm not traveling on that line with y'all. It's not happening. No, sir. No, sorry, Bob, yo. It's not happening. I'm not traveling on that line, yo. And I want to keep it Instagram. I want to keep it very Instagram right now, too. Because Kamala Harris was the president for a small amount of time, which I guess is a big thing, right? The first woman of color that's a president. But I want to pull up this post that my boy Chris posted on his page. Shout out to Chris Classic. If you in the holiday spirit, you want to buy some like fragrances and stuff like that, Chris Classic got one of the best fragrances that I use. It's called Savoir Faire. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to have it on me right here. I don't, but I have a whole bunch of Savoir Faire products here. Like he got 2 new fragrances that came out with Savoir Faire, which I have not tried out yet. But he has Soul Cafe, Bon Noir, and Signature. Those are 3 that I have, and I like all 3 of them. I like all 3 of the fragrances. So let's go to this right here, man. I want to show you the this thing that Chris Classic posted about Kamala Harris becoming the first woman president. And I was just in the comments because I thought the comments was hilarious and people were really upset about this. They was upset saying how NPR posted this. So NPR posted this story. So let's go to this. Let me click this on there. All right, let me pull this up for y'all. All right, so this was Chris Classic post, and he put, "One day we all will be awakened. Harris will be the first Asian American, no, first woman and Asian American to hold presidential power briefly, right? So first of all, why did NPR put a picture of Joe Biden with his hands like this, right? This not should be it. It should be Kamala Harris, not Joe Biden. So that's the first thing. But the comments was what was killing me. So yeah, so a house called Hugh, that's a spot out here in Atlanta. They make some dope patches and stuff like that. So if you're in need of a patch, follow a house called Hugh. So she's Asian today, but when she need us, she'll be black again. Yep. Pamela J. Booker, she creates Coils by Nature. It's like a black owned hair product brand that she created, and I actually use like the beard stuff. I love their beard stuff. Keep my beard nice and soft. And when your baby mom suggests you get it, she probably was rubbing on my beard. But let's go on. So she's laughing with the laughing emojis. I'm just here for the comments. I'm gonna like my own post. I'll be one of those people. They threw that Asian right out there, didn't they? But when they need the votes, she was black. I agree. She was black when y'all was voting her, though. Yep. So you see how the theme of the comments are going. Everybody's saying like she was black when you needed y'all vote. One day y'all gonna stop believing the Democrats. Yeah, I believe that too. You shouldn't really put too much faith in any politician. Democrats, Republicans, or whatever. Should not put no faith in any of them because clearly you see they just use tokens and pawns and whatnot. That's weird. It's not weird. She do claim that she's Asian. Explain why Asians got a bill before the black folks. Well, I mean, she said that she's not going to do anything for black people. She said that. So why are you surprised and why are you saying that? That's weird. She said that like we can't just do one thing for black people. That's what she said. So it is what it is. Stop being so, I guess like triggered and butthurt by her saying that because clearly she told y'all that's what it was. Tasha Monet said, I try to tell folks with the magnifying glass emoji, you know what I'm saying? But you can see some more. Thought she was blackish though. Yeah, see? And plus, it's you're supposed to like your comments. Yeah, but to her defense, she did not make this post. You know what I'm saying? NPR made this post. But you know how the narratives go. They don't put out the narrative of what they want. And I think they also put out the narratives that like, yo, boom. She ain't going to be claiming black people no more. She ain't going to be claiming black people no more. So that's that, man. That was that. And I thought that was funny. But, you know, shout out to Kamala Harris. I forgot who it was. It was a politician that was running against, I think, Warnock, right? Or Warnock, or he was running against, what's the other guy name? The other guy who ran for Senate in Georgia. But anyway, he was speaking about Kamala Harris. You know, as a white guy, so they put the thing on the radio. It's like, you want to vote for this racist? Because he says Kamala, mala, 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 mala. So every time I refer to Kamala Harris, I always like to say Kamala, mala, 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 mala. I thought that was funny when he said that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was funny that he said that. But anyway, that was that, man. Let me open the phones. Let me open the phones and see what y'all think about this Kamala Harris thing. Because clearly people was upset that Kamala Harris is the first Asian American woman to hold the presidential power briefly. And like I said, it's not Kamala Harris' fault that they put that up there. You know what I'm saying? She don't control NPR's Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So that's not her fault. Let's not blame Kamala on that. Let's blame NPR and NPR only. You know what I mean? How did NPR get this wrong? You know, Kamala she claims both sides. She claims Asian American, her Indian heritage, and I guess she does claim her black heritage as well. You know? I don't think she got it wrong. I don't think the NPR got it wrong. They got it wrong by putting a picture of Joe Biden up. I didn't understand that. Like, why would you put a picture of Joe Biden up saying how Kamala Harris is not got presidential power, but whatever. All right. So how do y'all feel about Kamala Harris becoming the first woman of color presidential candidate? I think, I guess it's a monumental thing, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think it was just some clickbait thing that they posted, and I think they also post things to get us upset. They be like, "Yo, see, I told y'all that Kamala Harris wasn't for the people, or she wasn't black or whatever." I mean, I knew that already, but at the same time, they put that up there for that. They definitely put that up there for that, yo, just to keep her all mad and keep people mad and whatnot, yo. That's why they put that up there. All right. So, I also want to get on this what? I also want to get on this Julius Jones being hold on, we got a call. Hold on a second. Hello?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, yo? This is my brother Mont.
What O'Kane heritage?
Huh?
Jamal. What O'Kane heritage? What's that about?
I don't know. We don't know. I guess he has to call in about that.
Yeah,
but how you feel about this stupid article that NPR put out?
You already took the words out of my mouth. It's stupid. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I mean, my man was under anesthesia. He didn't die.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything. She didn't sign any executive orders or anything like that.
True.
It was just something to talk about. Like, it's like saying, "Oh, it was a full moon last night."
Yeah.
Okay. Like they said Cheney did that several times. So it's not like unexpected. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah. It's
not even a story.
No, it's not. I think it was just like I said. It was a post to put out there just to get traction, because they say tricky things like first woman Asian American. They know that, yeah, she is Asian American, but they also know that a lot of black people hold that blackness that she has dear to their heart, and they're like, damn, they didn't put nothing out there for black people. And I think that's my opinion. They put that out there just because of that.
You're probably right, and I don't understand that logic either. Like, okay, like when you were talking about the lieutenant governor of Virginia, and she's the first black lieutenant governor.
Right.
Okay. What you want me to do with that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, she's the first black lieutenant governor. Holla at me when you got the 10th and the 15th, and it's like normal.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that. Oh, your mother, your mama. Oh. Shout out to Auntie. But yeah, man, I think though, like you said, it's just something to get people upset, keep people tweeting about it, and you know what I'm saying? It's nothing issue.
Yeah,
really
it's just have traffic coming in. So people like, yeah, man, look at this. This is messed up. Look what she said. Look what they did. Like I said, NPR is not the official Twitter handler for Kamala Harris. So why be mad about this?
I'm not.
I'm just saying you're not, but people were. People were like, damn, it's messed up that, Kamala Harris is the first Asian. You seen the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what the comments is. It's like the mad rapper. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad. We all know that you mad, but nobody knows why. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I had to say about it. I just thought it was funny. I honestly thought it was funny.
You think a lot of things are funny.
Mala, 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 mala.
Yeah, I thought that was very funny. I like the fact that I forgot that politician name, but he did say that, and they try to say this guy's racist because he called Kamala Harris Kamala, mala, 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 mala. whatever, man. It's not like a wrestling skit, in my opinion.
Most of they what's the names do?
What?
Like-
The commercials?
Oh my God! Like their commercials are so hilarious to me because, like I said, remember when I was like, yo, I don't even feel like voting no more.
Yeah.
It's like I'm watching all these commercials for all these candidates. You know, they local elections, those are the ones we're supposed to actually pay attention to.
Right.
Because it affects you more directly.
Right.
And all I'm hearing is, yo, don't vote for him because he do this. Don't vote for her because she did that. What do you do? It's like basically, you buy my album because he's whack. What's the album sound like? Like, yo, it's like, get out of here, man. So it's like, I know nothing about you. I know nothing about you. I just know why I should hate you, and your opponent told me why. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it.
Yeah, yo.
So I'm done with it, man. They're all like wrestling promos to me.
Yeah,
Everything
man.
they do.
Yep. Shout out to what's my man name? Vincent Mann and what's the dude that used to run WCW? Eric Bischoff.
Oh, Eric Bischoff.
Yeah. Shout out to Vincent Mann and Eric Bischoff because they like Republicans and Democrats. So I think the Democrats are WWE and the Republicans are WCW, in my opinion. Because this is why you know I said that because WCW started in Georgia, right? Georgia right now is a red state. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it stay that way because I like the low taxes. And WWF started in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? That's a blue state. So that's how it falls into that play.
I don't know. I don't know where they started at exactly. But
well, that's what headquarters.
I know Vince is definitely a Republican because his wife was on Trump's cabinet.
Yeah, but I'm talking about location.
Oh, you just talking about location?
Yeah.
So this is like East Coast, West Coast battle now?
Nah, it's just about blue and red states.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, Northeast is mostly blue states.
Yeah.
So that's a Civil War thing.
Yeah, whatever.
But I'm gonna let you get back at it, man.
All right, man. Thanks for calling. I appreciate you.
All right, later.
All right, man. So, what do y'all think about this though? Like, like I said, I just think this is put up there for us to be mad. Like, nah, we gotta be mad. It ain't no real story. Like you said, Cheney did this multiple times. Ain't no real story in my opinion. But it just us need to be mad about something, and that something is Kamala Harris. A tweet about Kamala Harris that she's Asian, and a tweet that she can't control. And I'm not really caping up for Kamala Harris per se, but that's all. It's just a tweet for her to be seen in a certain way. That's all that is. Hey, like I said, shout out to Chris Classic, yo. Shout out to Chris Classic. Chris Classic, he also raps too. He got this line that really resonate to me as a 38-year-old adult. He said, "Give me a V cut and Macallan 12 neat. Even though, you know, when I smoke cigars, they're not V cuts. I do a punch cut. And when I do drink Macallan 12, I drink it with ice. But I still could, you know what I'm saying? I still could relate to that line. You know what I mean? Let's say, what up, Derek? What's going on, sir? Let me get this out the way. I'll probably just put this right here for now, so I can have my comments come up right there. So yeah, what's going on, man? How you doing? Didn't know that. Trump is the only president that never transferred power while in the hospital. Yeah, Trump did go in the hospital for like COVID. He went for hospital for COVID, right? And he got the bleach. That's what he told people to take the bleach and the ivermectin. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, do not flag this and saying that this is a COVID type post. I'm just saying that's what Trump said, and he did go in the hospital, and his bleach and his ivermectin worked, and we did not have Mike Pence become president for a few hours. So shout out to Trump for being a soldier, because you understand too, like we brought up wrestling. Trump was I think he had a match in WWF, if I'm not mistaken. I think Trump did have a match in WWF. Let me see. Pull that up, yo. I know it's kind of off topic, but I think Trump did beat somebody in wrestling. Let's see what Google says. Oh yeah, so he fought Vincent Mann. See? Hey, look how cool. Yo, you gotta understand. That's big. That's big for Trump to fight Vince McMahon. Yo, come on, see. Now I'm about to debunk everybody saying how Trump is a racist. Yo, I'm about to debunk it right now, yo. Yo, he stole cold stunned Vince McMahon. See? Watch this. Watch what I hit y'all with, yo. Cause y'all saying that Trump is a racist. I'm about to kill all Trump racism right now. And I'm not even a Trump supporter, but when I see new information, I have to give it to y'all the right way. Look at that. What politician, what president you know is helping out? What was that? Ahmad Johnson? Who was that? I don't know who that is, but look at this. That's unity right here. That's the other man with the brother man. You know, you never see Joe Biden do this before. You see Joe Biden do Zoom calls on the Breakfast Club, but you never seen Joe Biden in the ring with a black WWE superstar and after he beat up Vince McMahon. Give it up to Donald Trump, man. Give it up to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is somebody you guys need to admire. Oh, man. Oh, and Donald Trump was on the Method Man album. Wow, yo. Donald Trump was on the Method Man album, yo. See, man, that's big right there. Shout out, yo, B-Live, shout out for that, man. Yo, see? Yo, what other politician you know that? What other president you know that was on the Method Man album? Unless, like, RZA become president, or I'll vote for Ghostface. I think Ghostface is nice, you know what I'm saying? I'll vote for Ghostface. Or, like, maybe Mary J. Blige, you know what I'm saying? Yo, he said he did it for the money. Nah, man, look at this, man. That's your that's 45 right there. That's 45, man. Look at his face. That's a proud moment for Donald Trump to be holding that black man's hand up right there. He's proud to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's proud to be doing that. See, but Donald Trump was not on Eric B's album. So Donald Trump was on, yeah, man. That's a smart man. And not to mention too, we went to a Lakers game and we were sitting behind Donald Trump. This is before he was president. We were sitting behind Donald Trump. So if you go to a basketball game, step your game up. If you never sat behind a president before at a basketball game, I've done that. Me and my brother have done that. We sat behind Donald Trump at a basketball game. But yeah, man, I want to talk about this Julius Jones. Yo, Julius Jones is no longer on death row. It happened at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? I was in the airport when I found out this news. You know what I'm saying? Had a crazy situation at the airport. And I was sitting at the bar waiting to get picked up because I did a dickhead move, right? I'm not even going to discuss the dickhead move that I did, but I did it anyway. So I found out about Julius Jones. He's now given a possibility of now he have life sentence with no possibility of parole, but he's not going to be killed. Cool. So Kim Kardashian was like one of the main celebrities. Excuse me. Kim Kardashian West, you know what I'm saying? They still not get a divorce. I'm gonna still put some respect on the brother Kanye West's name and his wife, right? So Kim Kardashian West, she was like one of the main people pushing out for this. And I think Kim Kardashian now found her new passion where she wants to speak about she want to speak about the politics, not the politics, people on death row, people who should not be killed, and people who are innocent and whatnot. So Kim Kardashian, that's her new thing now. I do appreciate that. That's what she's doing. You know what I mean? I'm not really big on the death penalty. Like, you did a crime. It's not the Wild Wild West. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, put somebody behind the on the shooting line in the firing squad. Shout out to MOP. They had an album. I think they had an album called Firing Squad. But everybody, you know, you're shooting up, you know, shoot somebody up because they did a crime. And sometimes evidence will come out that that person is innocent and you can't bring that life back. So I think it should just be life in prison. That's my opinion. But to say the least, this is where we at now. So Julius Jones is not going to be executed. The governor, Oklahoma governor still, he came out and said that Julius Jones is not going to be executed. So that's a good thing. He did it like in the final hours right before the execution. So this brother still have a chance to fight for his freedom. Let's pull up this article about one said Julius Jones, yo. So I got this from the Innocent Project. You know what I'm saying? So he got his freedom, not his freedom, but he's not gonna be murdered, executed. So I want to bring on some. Y'all still talking about still talking about what you call it, man, about Donald Trump. Man, Donald Trump might be to me, he's the most entertaining president in my lifetime. I don't know about like what George Washington did as far as entertainment back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did as far as entertainment back then. So I'm not going to say he's the most entertaining president of all time. He's just the most entertaining president of my lifetime. And I could say that with a straight look on my face. Was he the best president? No, but he's the most entertaining president. But anyway, let's get back to this Julius Jones case. So at the time that the murder, Julius Jones had witnesses for an alibi saying that he was home eating dinner. But unfortunately, Julius Jones had legal aid. So he's fighting a death sentence case in Oklahoma with legal aid. So you already know how this is going to turn out, right? His attorneys did not call the family to the stand. So, and they ain't called Julius Jones to the stand. So the defendants rest. So the defense rest without having all the stuff going on, right? Julius Jones did not even match the description of the person who committed the crime, according to the Innocent Project, right? They say he did not match the description. They said that the person had hair 1 to 2 inches long, and the witness said that the person who killed Mr. Howell had hair 1 to 2 inches long, but Mr. Jones had a shaved head. So he did not match the description, and I think that was not also brought up in court. A man named Christopher Jordan, which was Julius Jones' close friend, matched the eyewitness description, but claimed to only have been the getaway driver and not the shooter, right? So they said that Julius Jones was the shooter and Christopher Jordan was the getaway driver. So Christopher Jordan took a plea deal for being the getaway driver and served 15 years in prison. So today he is free from the crime. I think this happened back in like 1999. 3 people incarcerated with Jordan have sworn affidavits that Jordan told each of them that he committed the murder and framed Julius Jones. So Julius Jones is being framed by his friend, which is foul, messed up, but you know, it is what it is, man. We live in that type of society where we gotta just frame people and put people out there and say, yo, these people are that. You know what I mean? So now, let's see if this is like race baiting, because I want to talk about race baiting after this too. So this is also in the innocentproject.org. They pulled this up. They said that Mr. Howell, the white man that was killed in a predominantly white neighborhood, immediately then District Attorney Bob Macy characterized the crime as an act of violence by black men fueled by drugs. The narrative was perpetuated by media coverage. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. You know, I've been to Oklahoma once, you know what I'm saying? So I do not really try to go to Oklahoma. I went there once. That was the first time and only time I flew somewhere and flew back home the same day. Like I flew to Oklahoma for work and I finished work and I flew back that afternoon. Like I flew back, I bust out my job and just flew back home. Like I did not even book a hotel. I knew I wasn't staying there. I booked a rental for a day. I get no points for that. But anyway, 11 of the 12 jurors at Mr. Jones' trial were white. And one of the jurors referred to Mr. Jones by the N-word. And we'll get to that later too, by white people using the N-word, and suggested that he be taken behind the courthouse and be shot. Damn. Don't know how true that is, but that's messed up that one of the jury said that. But to convict somebody, you need, more than one jury. So whatever. One of the third district attorney's Macy death penalty convictions have been overturned due to prosecution misconduct. Many of those convictions were vacated by black people. To date, 10 people sentenced in death murder cases in Oklahoma been exonerated. Damn. This Julius Jones case, man, this is something crazy, yo. This is crazy. Poor Julius Jones. He's not being sentenced to death, but Julius Jones is now being, he got life in prison. He got life in prison, yo. So, is he a part of the crime? Maybe, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But from what they're saying on this site, and I'm not saying this is true or not, but this dude, Christopher Jordan, sound like he set him up. And also heard like one of the lawyers that was speaking about this, she said that before they were arrested, Christopher Jordan spent the night at Julius Jones' home, and what he did was he put the murder weapon in his home and set him up. Like I said, I don't know how true that is or not, but let's say for argument's sake that's true. The main thing, and Julius Jones is becoming an advocate for this, the main thing now, Julius Jones is saying, watch who your friends are. You know what I'm saying? Because your friends can have you in some nonsense or some BS. Your friends can have you out there, some people you think is your friends. I want to quote the great American philosopher, my brother. He said, in a song that he did like back in 95 and 94, he said, friends ain't your friends. F all the grins. Something like that. I might be misquoting him, but that's the great American philosopher, Lamont, Mr. Mont Meat. That's in the comments. I'm not going to be calling you that no more. But anyway, yeah, man. So Julius Jones' friend set him up. According to this, his friend set him up, and now he's facing death while his friend is free. So now, say his friend did do it, and Julius Jones, they could prove that he did it. You can't do double jeopardy on the murder, if I'm not mistaken. So now this person is going to be free, and say they find out that Julius Jones did not kill Mr. Howell. Mr. Howell death would go unsolved. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that your so-called friend can set you up. Your so-called friend can have you out there like that, man. Jeez Louise, yo. Watch who you keep your company. Watch the company you keep. Cause you never know the nonsense people are into, yo. That's why I don't have like a few people in my car. Cause I don't be trusting people no more. I ain't gonna lie. And I got a rental. But I don't got out-of-state plates, so I'm good on that aspect. Yes, I do have a Google Fiber mug. I have Google Fiber, and my apartment where I live at is like pre-wired for Google Fiber, so they came and did a promotion, and they gave out free mugs. So whenever they give out free stuff, I always take it. So hopefully, YouTube sees this and say, all right, YouTube's owned by Google. Google Fiber, of course, owned by Google, and you know what I'm saying, I get some love from Google. But I do got a free mug from Google. All right, man. But this is the topic I want to talk about, man. I wanted to wait for people to come in so we could really have this discussion, man. Kyle Rittenhouse, man. Kyle Rittenhouse is, to quote the great American philosopher Calvin Snoop Dogg Brodus, I'm innocent. Murder was the case that they gave me. I'm innocent. And I've learned a lot with this case. I really thought this case was not a case that black people need to be so invested in, but now I am invested in it because I learned a lot from this case. You know what I'm saying? From seeing the evidence and whatever, I felt like Kyle Rittenhouse was always innocent. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on trial for doing dumb shit such as driving to Kenosha to try to protect car lots or whatever. So he wasn't on trial for that. He was on trial for shooting people, right? He was on trial for shooting people. And from what I've seen, in my opinion, I always thought that he was innocent because the people were attacking him, right? The people were attacking him. So I just thought that he was innocent. And I never thought that this trial should have been a big deal. But people were like, no, this should be a big deal because this is a case of white supremacy. And I was really confused by that. Like, how is this a case of white supremacy? I didn't get it. But now I do. It is a case of white supremacy. And I'm gonna give you some examples why it's a case of white supremacy later on. But this is a case of white supremacy. Even though I think that Kyle Rittenhouse should be innocent, and he was innocent. Did I celebrate? Nah, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Kyle Rittenhouse was to go to jail for murder, or if Kyle Rittenhouse was going home the very next day, I was cool with it because I felt like Kyle Rittenhouse, it didn't matter to me. It didn't matter to me. Like, I don't have no investment in Kyle Rittenhouse. Didn't matter. But I guess it shouldn't matter because it does protect self-defense laws. So I get that. But that was just my opinion. But all right. Let me get on this. So I think this case is a perfect example, top-notch example of race baiting, right? I think it's a case of race baiting because we were told to be mad about a case of a white teenager shooting white men, and now we have black people protesting in front of a courthouse. Don't get it. I really don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to show you before the verdict came out, the protest that white folks was what people were doing. So this is coming from a YouTube page, Stuck in the Middle. So shout out to Stuck in the Middle. I think he's like a Caribbean descent. You know what I'm saying? He always have posts. His name is Stuck in the Middle because he's stuck between like the Democrats and he's stuck between Republicans. So he calls himself Stuck in the Middle. And I like his content. But shout out to him, and this is his page. So I'm gonna try to pull this video up so you guys can see the first protest, which was crazy. And YouTube, do not strike me because for whatever reason, King Von is playing in the background. I'm not playing King Von music. Rest in peace to King Von. I'm gonna speak about King Von later on in the show as well. But yeah, man, let's get on this, yo. Sorry about that. I was tight when white people were protesting. I don't care about white people protesting about this. It don't make a difference to me. I mean, I think white people are protesting about this because they feel like that's the right thing to do because they want to be allies with black people. But in my opinion, this don't make you an ally. Just make you I don't know what it makes you. It makes you a tool, right? It makes you a tool because they're using you just like they're using us for whatever reason. They want us to be upset that Kyle Rittenhouse got away for killing somebody that's of his own race. But we don't have that same energy when it comes to our race. So let me pull this up right quick. All right. So is that my internet? Okay, let me fix that right quick. For whatever reason, my video capture is acting weird. Why is it doing that? Yeah, definitely acting weird right now. But damn. Maybe I'll close out the Google, see if that works. Let's see if I get this to work now. All right, there we go. All right, so like I said in the other video, this is the part that killed me. So they say heroes, right? Heroes. Because they said that they was fighting against white supremacy. So we have white men fighting against white supremacy, but now they got killed by a white man, so they heroes. This is what they want us to be upset about. I'm like, wow, this is really crazy. This is really crazy. And like I said, the brother, well, not the brother, the other man with the hat, that's Joseph Rosenbaum. And that guy, to me, was the most alarming person in this whole thing. And I heard somebody say that he was an example of white supremacy. He's the example of white supremacy. So we got this other dude. I'm not sure. I think this might have been the skater. I'm not sure who the other dude right here is with the ponytail. But he looked like a, if they wanted to like make Jesus a 2020 version, that would be like the 2020 version of the Jesus painting. That's how he looks. So maybe that's why we're so caught up in saying that this is our heroes. That they died for our sins. Because he liked the 2020 version of Jesus. And I guess Joseph Rosenbaum was one of his disciples. You know what I mean? Not to make fun of the dead, but yeah, it's gone. And right here, they have the skateboard that says hero, right? They had the skateboard that says hero. And if you know the story, the guy attacked him with a skateboard. So the guy attacked him with a skateboard. Now he's a hero. Well, I don't know if they're victims or not. So that's the guy who attacked him with the skateboard. So he's a hero now, according to these people. So now check this brother out. So I'm gonna blow this up for y'all. Hold up. All right, that's acting weird. All right, so this dude try to kick him. Then he smacks him. See, he fell for the okie doke. He got antagonized. He attacked this guy. Then he said, "Let's get him arrested." You know the rules. You know how the game goes. Why are you falling for this for? Why are you falling for this for? And the second part is why you even there? Why are you there for? Not to mention too, his dog is a bitch. And I can say that because a female dog is named a bitch. But I'm not saying it as a female dog. I'm saying it as like a characteristic. This dog is a bitch. How you gonna super kick your master, right? That's what they call the dog. They call him the master. How you gonna super kick the master? Smack the master bullhorn and the dog don't do nothing. That dog is useless, yo. I'm not trying to get canceled by the animal rights people, but what was that movie that Will Smith was in when he had to eat the dog? I forgot what it was, but Will Smith had to eat the dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm vegan. I'm not going to eat a dog, but I wouldn't mind if that dog has gotten eaten because clearly he's not doing his job. It's not. You got one job. You know what I'm saying? Protect the owner. That's your one job. And you let this dude do a super kick / smack the bullhorn, then chase you down the wheelchair ramp of the courthouse. And you got your dog. You should have kept your dog at home, in my opinion. But whatever. Stupid, yo.
Don't ever disrespect a woman. Don't ever disrespect a woman. Don't ever disrespect a woman.
So now, my man got antagonized so much. He's like, don't ever disrespect a woman. Don't ever disrespect a woman. Like I said before, the trial that's going on inside at this time is a white man that killed 3 white people. Now we got a black man protecting a black woman to a white man for this trial. Sad. You see how emotional they got us? You see how emotional they got us over a white dude that killed white people. And now, like I said, I will talk about the victims later. Rest in peace to Young Von. Let me fast forward that because we don't want no strikes. So my man is back. My man is back that wanted to smoke earlier. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling my man Chimney. He wanted to smoke. The dog. So my man is dragging his bullhorn and his dog because my man is back with the South Pole bubble coat and the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So he's prepared. So he got a bullhorn, talking all this wild crazy shit, and saying that get away from, I'm not trying to start anything with you. So what do you, if you're not trying to start nothing, go home. Don't start won't be no, you know what I'm saying? Who said that? Young Bloods? The great American philosophers from ATR, man. Young Bloods, yo.
Quit coming after people yelling in their ear with that fucking bullhorn. A terrorist organization. And you're an animal abuser.
So we got the sister calling him an animal abuser. This is a lot. This is so much, man. This is so much. I want to go to another video. Now she calling him an animal abuser because I guess he's dragging his dog in a bullhorn and his dog ain't doing nothing. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. So this right here is after the verdict came out. You know what I'm saying? People were protesting after the verdict. And we got this one now. This is in Chicago. So I guess this is like the standard sign. That's the standard sign that everybody's going with now. That's the standard sign. You know what I'm saying? So we're walking around with signs of Joseph Rosenbaum. Let's go ahead and put it out there. A convicted child molester with multiple counts of child molestation. He took a plea. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing, served his time, so he paid his debt to society. But this is who we are calling our heroes. This is who we caping up for. From what I understand, Mr. Rosenbaum was his prey was women with single women with kids, and he'll get in good with the women and molest the kids. You know what I'm saying? He'll molest the kids. Disgusting man. From what I understand, also prior to this peaceful protest, Mr. Rosenbaum was one of the people who were flipping things over, setting things on fire. That was one of the. You'll say he's one of the people who were doing that. Also, prior to this incident, he was saying, "I wish an N-word would shoot me. I wish an N-word would shoot me." But now, we over here with a sign with his face up, saying that we need justice for the self-defense case between these white people. And not to mention, this happened in Chicago. Not to mention all the people that's in Chicago that get shot. All the people in Chicago that get killed that's black, all the innocent bystanders, all the gang violence in Chicago, even the rappers, like I said, rest in peace to King Von from Chicago. These rappers bragging about keeping a score about killing their own in the music. But then we have all these people in Chicago, which, you know what I'm saying, is not too far from Wisconsin. He said, stop saying we. Look at those crowds. Look at the victims from the original protests. They hijacked the whole BLM. Definitely hijacked the whole thing. Definitely hijacked the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Definitely was hijacked. Definitely was taken apart. And we caping up now. Definitely. But let me continue with this, because it gets funnier.
FBI yesterday. And so we cannot be quiet. We cannot be silent. Send a sound to Kenosha by saying Anthony and Churchill.
So they screaming out this man named JoJo. They screaming out this man's name. And I'm not saying what he did, he deserved to get killed prior to him, you know, going attacking Kyle Rittenhouse. If you attack somebody with a gun, may the best man win. But they saying Anthony and JoJo. We are screaming out this man's name. So let's put it out there. If say for example, right, God forbid, R. Kelly get into an altercation in jail and he get killed, right? And matter of fact, let's say this. Let's say if R. Kelly attacked someone in jail for whatever reason, and that person he attacked in jail killed him, and that person gets off on the crime because it's clearly self-defense, are we going to be marching in the streets for R. Kelly? Because to me, this is the same thing. To me, this is an example of white supremacy, that we will give this molester the benefit of the doubt and march in the streets and chant his name. But I bet you we won't do it for a molester of a black molester that got killed. I bet you we won't. That's why this is white supremacy. It's not white supremacy because Kyle Rittenhouse got off. It's white supremacy because they are up in arms about JoJo, a child molester. And let's hope R. Kelly, and R. Kelly's from Chicago, let's hope R. Kelly don't get into that situation. And I don't need to be that a real life example to prove my point. I don't want that. I don't need to be proven right. You know what I'm saying? But a molester, a convicted molester, a predator such as this is being, what's the word? Celebrated and being brought as he need justice for his death after it's clear as day he attacked this kid. He probably saw this kid as a Vic, like, oh, this is easy. This is easy work. Let me, because Kyle Rittenhouse do look like he could pass for like a trans, I guess a trans man, right? Like a woman that's being a man. He could pass for that. Kyle Rittenhouse have that non-binary face. Yes, that's your man, Reverend Jesse Jackson. No mask on. He's vaccinated. I think didn't he go to the hospital with COVID? So yeah, so here we go with a banner saying "End of Trump era and white supremacy." What does Trump have to do with this? Trump is not even in office. We already ended the Trump era. So now we have who? I want to know what FedEx employee made this banner, made this to be something that we're going to go with. What FedEx employee signed off on this? I think FedEx, whoever, Vistaprint, whoever else that makes banner. I think that maybe this banner was made in the Trump era. But when this Trump era was over, get rid of the banner. And why are you in the front of the protest with that banner? So if I'm walking down the street and I see this protest and I see that banner, I think your protest is stupid because Trump is already out of office. We already ended the Trump era. We in the Biden era. The Trump era is done. But let's just keep going. Trump still influences people and will run again. I don't think Trump's going to win again. And I also think that everybody influences somebody. People are still influenced by Tupac. I know a girl got a Tupac tattoo on her back. People still influenced by everybody who ever is done. So we doing all this because Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 white people and shot one other white person. But all the people that's dying in Chicago, look at any Chicago holiday, how many people die in the Chicago holiday in the South Side of Chicago. We're not doing that for those people, but we doing this for Kyle Rittenhouse because he got off. Yep, Philly. Yeah, Ma, I started laughing because I really paid attention to your profile picture, how you smile it like that with your eyes open. I like it. But yeah, right? They gunning down people in Philly. They doing the same thing in Atlanta. They doing the same thing in New York. They doing the same thing in St. Louis. They doing the same thing in Memphis. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. They doing the same thing all over the country. But we all protesting about this white on white crime. But we all okay with black on black crime. Clearly, right? Let me see. This is I'll pull up another video. I had enough of that. Let me do this one.
Frustrations
Whoa.
spilling into the streets across the nation. Frustrations, demonstrations turned violent. Rioters setting fires. Demonstrations turned violent. Rioters setting fires, smashing windows.
All right, so look. They setting fires and smashing windows. We back to the same shit that we was doing a year ago. So you saying you want justice? You want JoJo to get justice? JoJo the molester to get justice for his for him attacking a white teenager, right? He already molested. He probably thought Kyle Rittenhouse was younger than what he was. And now we doing this again. So, see, I'm telling you, this is a setup. They want us to keep doing this. They want us to keep doing this. And guess what? Another Kyle Rittenhouse going to come out and do the same thing again and make sure that these properties are good. Because clearly, you can get away with it now. So you're good. Well, you can get away with it. See? This is the setup to kill our folks. This is horrible.
Doors. Protesters from New York to Chicago angry over Kyle Rittenhouse being acquitted on all 5 counts.
Not guilty.
The families.
I'm sorry. That's my first time seeing that. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing at Kyle Rittenhouse because he broke down and cried. It felt like that. But, I was a lot. You know what, though? Being an 18-year-old, it's crazy because Kyle Rittenhouse is literally a year older than my son. And Kyle Rittenhouse's mom is my age. You know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't laugh at that because I guess we do have that connection that me and his mom's age. And do y'all think I should date Kyle Rittenhouse's mom? I wouldn't. But if y'all think so, put that in the comments.
Of those Rittenhouse shot and killed that night in Kenosha, Wisconsin in August of last year, stunned by the verdict.
I'm numb to it right now. I'm still in shock.
The father of Anthony Huber, one of the 2 men Rittenhouse killed.
Okay, so Anthony Huber is the neo what's the guy that damn, man, what's that guy that they drew Jesus Christ after? Because we all worship him as such. Let me look that up real quick. Oh, yeah, right. Yo, if I was Kyle Rittenhouse stepdad, I'll be a good stepdad, yo. I'll be a good stepdad. I'll take him under my wing. I'll get him the white people locks. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'll make him more cultural. That's what I would do for Kyle Rittenhouse. Because sometimes you need that in life. You know what I mean? Damn, but what's his name though? What's the guy's name? That yeah, I don't know this guy's name. But yeah, he was
Blasting
but that's him,
the way
though.
the trial unfolded.
If anyone watched that trial, you can't tell me that judge wasn't biased.
I mean, the judge should have been biased. Because it was a stupid trial. I don't think he should have been charged. I think he's charged because of what's going on in the climate.
Huber saying his fight isn't over.
Will you pursue a civil suit against Kyle Rittenhouse?
A civil suit has been filed, and whether we add his name to it is yet to be determined.
So let's talk about parents, right? Everybody like to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse's mom bringing him over state lines. So the story was he came over state lines with a gun loaded. He had a gun on his shoulder in the passenger seat with his mom driving him to a protest. That's what the story was, right? Came over state lines, which was only 20 minutes away. But he went over state lines to go kill people at a Black Lives Matter rally. How come this guy didn't tell his son not to go to that protest? We ain't talking about that, but you wanted to file a civil suit. Get out of here.
The Kenosha Police Department a part of this as well?
Yes, they are, and the sheriff's department and everyone involved.
Legal experts say civil suits could be viable.
I think these are triable.
Let me not watch that anymore because that's not really showing a protest. They're showing this guy.
We love you. We miss you. We will get justice for you.
What? We love you. We miss you. We will get justice for you. And this is in Flatbush. This is in Brooklyn. Yo, this is not the Brooklyn my dad used to bring me to growing up. This is not that. Y'all know what Brooklyn this is.
We love you. We miss you. We will get justice for you.
We love you. We miss you. We will get justice for you. Let me tell you something. You did not know these victims prior to them getting killed. So you didn't love them. You don't miss them. And you didn't get justice for them. So get out of here with this nonsense.
We love you. We miss you. We will get justice for you. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
So we got a Pan-African flag at a Kyle Rittenhouse, anti-Kyle Rittenhouse protest because Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 white people and shot 1 other white person. Sorry, Marcus Garvey, man. This is not how your legacy should be remembered. So, I'm not sure of this gender of this person right here, but we got the Black Lives Matter bed sheet. She came with the Black Lives Matter bed sheet, but not one black life was harmed in this case. Not one. But she's saying Black Lives Matter. Put your bed sheet back up and use it when it's appropriate, because this is definitely not appropriate. Now we chanting Black Lives Matter at a trial that a white kid shot 3 white people. I think that we should have like prepaid Black Lives Matter chants, because when this stuff is prepaid, you be more aware of how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had a prepaid phone before. Like my brother gave me like a prepaid phone. I had no money. I barely put minutes on it. I just walked around school with it because I had a phone. But When you have a prepaid anything, you're so aware of the time that you use. We need prepaid Black Lives Matter chants. You know what I'm saying? Have a bank of how much chance you could use and use it when it's needed. Because these people in front of this courthouse screaming Black Lives Matter because a white kid shot 3 white people. You wasted your anytime minutes. You wasted your minutes. Wait till 9 o'clock when you could use your minutes for free. These are daytime minutes that you're using right now. You know what I'm saying? You got a cheap plan. So you got one of those cheap plans like 200 minutes a month. Probably a lot of texting. You know what I'm saying? This is a bad look.
No peace. No peace. I'm a racist now. I'm a racist community. You don't act like you do.
So now, this dude calling this other dude a racist because he's saying it's self-defense. Well, I don't know what he's saying it for, but now you calling a man a racist because I guess he's in support of Kyle Rittenhouse. This man, signs get flipped over. So he's I guess this is Chicago. Got a Chicago hoodie on. So his sign get flipped over because he's not on the right side of the protest.
She's violent.
Yeah, you violent. You say how you gonna flip somebody's sign over? And he said you're violent. He said you gonna say I'm violent? Yeah, you violent. You're crazy. What are you doing?
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what liberation looks like.
This is what liberation looks like.
Show me what liberation looks like. We know what happens when you stand up.
So now we're in front of the Barclays Center. Now they got Kevin Durant involved. Now they got James Harden involved. Now we got Steve Nash involved. Who else played the Barclays Center? Joe Harris, he's involved. Blake Griffin's involved. And what side Blake Griffin is on? He biracial. What side he's on? I bet he's on, know him? He's from Oklahoma too. He's probably on the Rittenhouse side.
For black lives, when you stand for black liberation.
This is not, so you standing with black lives, standing with black liberation? Come on, man. This is disgusting.
Well, I wasn't really surprised because at that point I had heard that that a lot of right-wing people like Rittenhouse who had traveled out of state to.
How do you know Kyle Rittenhouse political views? How do you know it? How do you know his political views? He can't even vote.
Really escalate violence. I knew that he was gonna get away with it because the American judicial system, which supports capitalism, really back people like him.
Just real anger and devastation at the fact that like young black men, young black boys like Trayvon Martin are shot dead because they're carrying around Skittles.
Let's unpack what she just said. She's devastated. She's upset because young black boys like Trayvon Martin is shot dead for carrying around Skittles. But we're protesting because Kyle Rittenhouse got off for killing white people. This is in Brooklyn. This is in Brooklyn. I'm not even going to unpack it. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words on that one.
And someone like Jacob Rittenhouse is
Someone like Jacob Rittenhouse. Someone like Jacob Rittenhouse.
not guilty in all verdicts when he shot 2 people and went across state lines and use a violent weapon to murder people. I mean, it's absurd to me, and it really reveals like how broken the system is.
I'm scared of people like that. They put a camera and microphone in front of her. They asked her this question. She gave that answer. She had no real talking points. She seemed like she got talking points from Black Twitter. And she even got the name right. She called him Jacob Rittenhouse. So she mixing Jacob Blake with Kyle Rittenhouse. So if Jacob Blake and Kyle Rittenhouse had a baby, it would be Jacob Rittenhouse. Oh my God, now they back in Oregon? Jesus Christ, Mother Mary and Joseph. Now they back in Oregon. I know Oregon was like, we finally got over this, all the protesting. Here we go again.
Every city, every town. No prisons.
A group of protesters cornered police into a garage. I don't blame them cops. I'll close that garage and just take off. I say, I got COVID. I just say I got COVID. I ain't coming to work. I won't come in. See? It's the same people that came to those peaceful protesters and did not make it peaceful. That's doing the same cycle all over again. So my man tried to lift the garage door. Fam, if you lift that garage door and attack those cops and that garage door closing on you, that's a case that I would be okay with police brutality. So windows are broken again. And Joe Biden has urged people to stay calm and express their views peacefully. Thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you. That's from The Guardian. Man, and speaking of like crazy misinformation and stuff that's coming out, we had Jalen Rose. He came out and he was like, man, can you believe that, we doing this because Jacob Blake got shot and killed by the police? Jacob Blake is still alive. But Jalen Rose is out there saying that Jacob Blake got killed by the police. I mean, I forgot the lady's name who said, shut up and dribble. But she yo, man, y'all get out of control. I'm gonna pull some other tweets up from sports now about this. So this was funny to me. This is from the NBA. The NBA put out a tweet out after the verdict. So they have to say their piece. So the statement from the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition Executive Director James Cadigan on a verdict in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Our thoughts are with the families of those whose lives were taken in this tragedy. The right to peacefully protest is a bedrock of our democracy, and National Basketball National Basketball Social Justice Coalition remain committed. They remain committed, y'all, to preserving that right for all. Any form of vigilantism in our society are unacceptable. Any form of vigilantism in our society is unacceptable. This is what the NBA put out. My bad. This is what the NBA put out. This is from the NBA official Twitter page. This is what they want to push. And did I reply? No. But the replies are funny as hell. So somebody replied to NBA, but the racist riots in Kenosha with vigilantism against a lawful shooting and led to a young man who have defended his life. The NBA has become a joke. The vigilantes were the people who committed the violence because they were upset Jacob Blake got shot, resisting arrest, and carried a knife. Also, aren't you supposed to do basketball? You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that you say out there to get people mad, like stick to your job, I guess. They said they were so peaceful while trying to kill Kyle. So where's your statements on Chinese slavery? Nothing says peaceful protest like busting someone's head with a skateboard in a foot and pointing a gun at someone. Bravo, NBA, bravo. The NBA hates you. Damn, I didn't know the NBA hated me. I'm gonna stop watching NBA now. But I don't know. I like watching the NBA. The NBA hates you. It would prefer it if your community was burned to the ground and those defending the community were the ones killed. This right here is crazy. This peaceful protest, this does not look peaceful. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong or not, but this is supposed to be the car lot that Kyle Rittenhouse was protecting. Hey, my TV turned on. So this is the car lot he was protecting with these fires going on. And these are the fires that the DA was talking about Joseph Rosenbaum. He was part of creating these fires. I'm all for peaceful protest, but what happened in Kenosha was a riot. And it was 3 people who attacked Kyle that was in the wrong. Somebody said, why was he there? You can say that about everybody who got involved in this shooting and killing and attack. We all support the right for peaceful protest. What happened in Kenosha was not peaceful protest. It was a riot. It was anarchy. Many business owners lost everything. Insurers did not cover their losses. Self-defense is not vigilantism. You are on the wrong side of history. That's enough of the tweets. And people attacking Colin Kaepernick for this one right here. Shout out to some people that hit me up on Instagram. But yeah, so Colin Kaepernick says on his page, we just witnessed a system built of white supremacy validate the terroristic acts of white supremacists. This only further validate the need to abolish our current system. White supremacy cannot be reformed. Colin Kaepernick 7. First of all, you still got number 7 in your name. You know what I'm saying? So do you still want to be in the NFL or not? Take the 7 away. We get it. You had number 7 when you played. You can take the 7 away. Can you change your Twitter? You can change your Twitter name. Change your Twitter name, Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, yo. Crazy. And so now I want to use this as a launch pad to go to another topic. We just witnessed a system built on white supremacy validate the terroristic act of white supremacists. So this is the system that we have, right? This only further validate the need to abolish our current system. White supremacy cannot be reformed. He want to abolish the whole entire system. You know what? No more system. No more system. Colin Kaepernick don't want no more system. Stop it. Build it over. Start from scratch. According to Colin Kaepernick. According to the football player. Colin Kaepernick, right? So now, there's a case of this brother named Andrew Kofi IV. And I think people who are supporting Kyle Rittenhouse is trying to use this case and say that this is the black version of Kyle Rittenhouse. It's not. It's not the black version. Only thing Andrew Kofi and Kyle Rittenhouse have in common is they were wrongfully accused of murder and they both beat the case. That's the only thing they have in common. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pull up this video from this news clip of Andrew Kofi. And they, you know, from this video, people saying that he's the black Kyle Rittenhouse. Don't agree, but people are saying that. Let's pull it up.
A Treasure Coast man accused and charged with shooting at deputies during an early morning drug raid in his home back in 2017 was found not guilty of murder and attempted murder, but was found guilty of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. After a trial spanning multiple weeks, the jury reached their verdicts this afternoon in the trial of Andrew Kofi IV. Our Steve King joins us from Indian River County with reaction from both sides.
Andrew Kofi's family and friends looked relieved when they found out he was not going to be spending the rest of his life in prison, but they looked shocked when they found out he could serve up to 30 years in prison after being convicted of possession of a firearm by a felon.
We, the jury, find Andrew Jeff Kofi IV as to count 4, attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer, Pat White, not guilty.
Coffey was also found not guilty of killing his girlfriend, Alteria Woods, who was killed in the crossfire after police say Coffey shot at Indian River County Sheriff's deputies during an early morning drug raid in 2017. Coffey's defense attorneys reacting to the verdict.
I'm exceptionally happy with the jury's verdict, and they applied the law properly, and they came back with verdicts that were just, that he was in a self-defense mode, that he was protecting himself, and that he did not know that these were officers outside. So I think he's vindicated from that standpoint.
No matter what, he's never going to recover his girlfriend, and that's an emotional punishment that he will suffer the rest of his life.
The sheriff says in part, quote, "It's disappointing that this jury did not see that the tragic death of Alteria Woods occurred as a direct result of the actions of Andrew Coffey IV. Our hearts go out to the Woods family as they still suffer from a loss of their daughter, but we stand by our statement that she would still be here had Coffey simply complied with law enforcement."
Guilty of the possession of a firearm by a convicted felon as charged in the indictment.
But Coffey could serve up to 30 years for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Coffey's sentencing is set for January. Reporting in Vero Beach, Steve King, WPBF 25 News.
But yeah, man, see? So that's the same system that Kamala Kaepernick want to abolish. It does work. It does work. Clearly it works. You know what I'm saying? Clearly that was a stupid ass charge. They want to charge this man for killing his girlfriend because they shot in. Because he thought it was somebody evaded him. He shot back. He shot first because they thought it was a home invasion or whatever. The cops didn't announce themselves. Clearly. Then after that, they try to charge him because the cop shot back inside. Unwillingly. They don't know what they're doing. And the poor girl got killed in the middle of it. And the cops want to blame him for it because they said he should just complied. How you going to just run up to somebody's house and not say who you are? Clearly they didn't, because if they did, they would have found him guilty. They didn't announce it. So they saying that that's the black Kyle Rittenhouse. That's not the black Kyle Rittenhouse. That's just an... Oh. Hold on a second, y'all. Yo, you live on the air.
Yo, what it do from Kalamazoo? Yo, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. I saw you posted this earlier in the week. So you telling me that they busted his house, right?
Yeah.
Unannounced. Didn't identify themselves. He shot one of them. The police that shot his girlfriend arrested him for her murder?
Yes.
And the DA tried to ride with this and take it to court.
They did. This happened in 2017.
See, this is completely insane. And how is this Kyle Rittenhouse? Kyle Rittenhouse, regardless of the verdict, regardless of the law, he willfully and purposely murdered somebody. He aimed a gun at somebody and shot them. Now, it was self-defense by the law. That's what they said. But it was a murder. He didn't murder that girl at all.
No.
At all. That's, yo, I just needed to wrap my... I was trying to make sure that's what happened. The police bullet killed her.
Yes.
And they blamed him.
They blamed him.
And the DA took that.
Yes.
I'm done. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so that was it, yo. Like I said, they trying to compare it to Kyle Rittenhouse because they're saying that, you know, this black man also got charges against him for murder, found not guilty. But like I said, man, about what Kamala Kaepernick tweeted, this is a system built on white supremacy, validate the terroristic act of white supremacists. If that was the case, Andrew Coffey would have took that charge for his girlfriend getting murdered. And there was another one that I came across that I seen. Let me see if I can pull this up. Yo. This is also another thing I came across. So it's and I ain't do a video on it yet, but there was a black man. I'll pull this up on the screen so you can see it. I hit play.
Well, this is what it looked like in the Twin Cities on May 30th, 2020, 5 days after George Floyd's murder. A curfew was in place and huge crowds of law enforcement were patrolling and clearing the streets. A new case is raising questions about how Minneapolis police responded and used force during those volatile days of unrest and rioting.
Jennifer Hoff looked through court documents and body camera video to bring us Jaleel Stallings' story tonight. Jennifer?
Hi, guys. Jaleel Stallings was facing several charges for what happened that night of May 30th, 2020, including attempted second-degree murder. But a jury recently acquitted Stallings, who said he fired a gun in self-defense. Here's why, and we want to warn you, some of the body camera video is graphic.
Group the parking lot in the north running.
Newly released body camera footage shows Minneapolis police officers and their SWAT unit patrolling Lake Street in the days after George Floyd was murdered. The video and court documents showed the unit in an unmarked van without its lights or sirens on. That van similar to this one that was recorded in the same area. Testimony from one of those officers confirms the unit was in fact directed to shoot civilians with 40-millimeter rounds, sometimes called rubber bullets.
I hit him.
On the night of May 30th, that included Jaleel Stallings, who was in a parking lot with other people. A curfew was in effect.
So there was a law out there to just straight up shoot people and from an unmarked van that's outside.
The body camera video and a judge's order in this case confirms Stallings was hit in his chest and then fired a gun 3 times in the direction of that unmarked van, later testifying he didn't know the people inside were police. At this point, Stallings is bleeding and on the ground. The original news release from the Hennepin County Attorney's Office says Stallings quickly ran away while officers began searching for him. That same judge's order finding Stallings was making himself as much a non-threat as possible on the ground, while the body camera video shows officers beating him, saying he was resisting.
What he was resisting when we approached. Yep, that's the way it happened. It happened.
Stallings' booking photo clearly shows his injuries. The officers involved testified they thought
He probably smiling because he know he about to get off and sue him. He probably know this is going to be a payday, especially in Minneapolis. They trying to pay everybody off after what happened with George Floyd.
Stallings was a rioter, and the use of force was necessary because they thought Stallings was crouched down, ready to throw something.
Also tonight, Stallings says the officers violated his right to due process by providing false statements and suggesting that he was the aggressor in this. He told the publication, The Minnesota Reformer, that he's still considering further legal action. And there's also this, the Minneapolis police chief issuing a statement that says, in part, context is important here, and that, quote, the officers had just been through 4 days of rioting, looting, arson, and the burning of the 3rd Precinct, and that he respects the internal investigatory process, which is currently active.
So we got these rogue cops out here trying to just randomly shooting people. And the courts did the right thing. The courts did the right thing. They didn't find this guy guilty for shooting at the cops. The cops came in an unmarked van. The courts said, sometimes the courts do the right thing. So this system that's built on white supremacy validate the terroristic act of white supremacists. We could argue that those cops were white supremacists. They just randomly shooting at people. They just randomly shooting at people. And they got the go-ahead from the police, from the law. So they got, let's go ahead and shoot at people. So they got to go ahead and shoot at people. But let's get back into this this other case, man, that we were talking about. Yeah, so Coffee cannot be, to my opinion, he's not being in the same boat as Kyle Rittenhouse. He's in the same boat. Well, this case, in my opinion, same boat as Breonna Taylor. Drug raid went bad. Police shot aside, killed the black woman. That's the same case, in my opinion. This is not the new Kyle Rittenhouse. You know what I'm saying? It's not the new Kyle Rittenhouse. You know what I'm saying? The sister name was Alteria Woods. So Alteria Woods is the one that got killed, and they charged him for Alteria Woods' murder, and the cops the one that shot him. And this should have been the original Breonna Taylor. We should be saying Ontario Wood's name, not. Well, we should also say Breonna Taylor's name. Let me not say we should not say Breonna Taylor's name. We should say both their names because it's the same case. This is apples to apples. It has also happened in 2017 under Trump regime. But my opinion, my thing is, how come this case didn't get the publicity and the notoriety of the Breonna Taylor case? And I think because Andrew Coffey was a convicted felon at one point, and he shot the police. And to me, she's the Claudette Colvin to Rosa Parks. So Claudette Colvin was the original woman who did not give up her seat to a white person. But, she was pregnant at 15, and as they said that she didn't fit the image from what I used to see and used to read. So she did not fit the image of the person you want to put out there. But Rosa Parks fit more of the image than Claudette Colvin. And I think Breonna Taylor fit more of an image than Ontario Woods, because Breonna Taylor was a black woman shot by the cops. Her boyfriend at the time, he was not a convicted felon. You know what I'm saying? He was not a convicted felon, so they let that be the story. But this happened. This happened in 2017. This happened under Trump's presidency, so we still have that Trump narrative. We got to get Trump out of here because Trump is the racist president. That's the narrative that they go with, and that seemed to be the case. And he got off. He got off on all the charges. Well, not all the charges. He still got the gun charge because his background. All right, man. The last topic I want to get onto, man, is something that's kind of crazy to me, yo. It's rappers being killed too often, yo. We had Nipsey, King Von, Pop Smoke, Young Dolph. We go all the way back to Scott LaRock? I think Scott LaRock got killed too. Yeah, like a lot of people get killed back then. People have been getting killed in rap for a long time, and now it's just seeming too normal. And I want to touch on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So like, Young Dolph was in his hometown in Memphis, going to buy some cookies, and he got killed. His car got shot up. I don't know the reason. I don't know what was going on in Young Dolph past, but it's like these people getting shot. And they say, oh, don't be in your hometown if you're a rapper. King Von got killed in Atlanta. Pop Smoke got killed in LA. You know what I'm saying? So they not, King Von is not from Atlanta. He's from Chicago. Pop Smoke is from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that narrative is true or not, that you usually get killed in your hometown. But to say the least, man, they always setting people up. It always seemed like to be a setup. And now I saw this Instagram post. I have no real context on it, but it's kind of interesting to say the least. So I saw an Instagram post saying that NYPD is now working with the feds to target Bronx and Brooklyn drill music. If you ever listen to Bronx and or Brooklyn drill music, violent as hell. They always speaking about who the ops that died. They call they smoking on it. Like, we smoking as ops because they dead. And it's like they making fun of the ops. They making fun of these folks. And it's like, all right. It's crazy. They talking about real situations. And for whatever reason, artists come out, just love speaking about what happened in real life. You know what I'm saying? They love talking about what happened in real life. We don't need to be speaking about what happened in real life, because just make music. And now what they trying to do is use those lyrics. They trying to use those lyrics as evidence in court. How crazy do you think that is? They're using the lyrics from rappers as evidence in court. Imagine that. I don't know if there's any other genre of music that's out there where they use the lyrics of the genre of music as evidence in court. But also, to be fair, I don't know if there's any other genre of music that's out there that speaks about killing. And the crazy part is, in some cases, the killings that's being spoke about in the music are true. So I don't know if that's in country music. I don't know if that's in rock and roll. I don't know if that's in R&B. I don't know any other genre of music that's going through that. So let's keep that in mind. Let's keep that in mind that we don't know if that's the case. But I do know that rap has always been targeted. Hip hop police always been targeted. Always putting stuff out there. Always saying, you know what? Let's keep targeting these people because they always putting information in their music, and the information in music at times be true. And I think right here he has like maybe a transcript from the court. You know what I'm saying? How they using lyrics from a song in the court. And from what I get from this post, because I try to look this stuff up, it was no real context on it, so I'm just going off of hearsay what the post is to give you the information. You could do as you please with it. But yeah, he really had this whole thing about, you know, he's showing all these examples of what happened, and this person, from what I understand, got locked up. He got locked up, and they used his lyrics as evidence. You know, it's sad. It's sad and it's crazy that they're using the lyrics as evidence in court. Be careful what you say in these rap songs. If you're an artist, just be careful because they playing by a new set of rules. Well, actually, it's not a new set of rules. It's the same set of rules. The same old set of rules. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk on some of the topics, man. I just wanted to talk on some of the topics, yo. Rest in peace to Young Dolph and all the other rappers that died, yo. It's just a lot of rappers that dying. A lot of rappers are dying from bad health. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers are dying from gun violence. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if that they want to just say, we got one. I don't know if they want to just snatch a person chain just to say, I got this person chained. Whatever they want to say. A lot of people are dying, man, over some nonsense. A lot of people are dying over some nonsense. And we not protesting about that. We're not upset about that. We're just protesting about Kyle Rittenhouse getting off killing white people and shooting white people. And we want to say that this justice system is not working. And my opinion, you can tell by the Julius Jones case and the Andrew Kofi case. If you got right legal representation, it's a better chance for you to get off. It's a better chance for you to get off if you got better legal representation. You know what I'm saying? Julius Jones went in there with a public defender. He got the death penalty. Andrew Kofi went in there, shot a cop, tried to put his girlfriend's death on him. He got found not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Rittenhouse, money was raised for his defense team. Found not guilty. All charges. Get to go home. But we out here, rappers getting killed, kids getting killed, crossfire. If I'm not mistaken, I think a young black girl got killed in a Black Lives Matter protest out here in Atlanta. There was no riots for that. But there's riots for this. There's riots for Kyle Rittenhouse killing a child molester and the 2021 Neo Jesus. Well, 2020 because he died for our sins in 2020. The Neo Jesus. That's what we protesting. That's what we out here marching, breaking windows, doing the same thing that got these people killed. We doing it again. See, I'm not the biggest Christian in the world. I'm not Christian at all. But I know, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jesus died for our sins so we won't do the sinful things that we had to do. So this dude, the Neo Jesus, 2020 Neo Jesus who died for our sins, Kyle Rittenhouse, AR was the cross and he was Jesus. Should we not do what he did to get killed? Should we learn this lesson? Like, all right, he did this to get killed, but we back out doing it again a year later. And hopefully Kyle Rittenhouse just go home, live his life. Hopefully he won't get into no more beef and no more controversy. You know what I'm saying? His life is going to never be the same again because we have a 17-year-old kid that's now being targeted as white supremacy. And like I said, Joseph Rosenbaum is the face of white supremacy because we would not be protesting in the streets if a black guy, you're saying God forbid this happens, but a black guy killed R. Kelly in self-defense. We would not be doing it. We would not be doing that at all. But yeah, man, this is the end of the show, man. This is my Sunday show. I had a good time. You know what I'm saying? It's my first time doing the show like completely by myself. But this is good. I like this. I might start doing this more often. I'm not sure I'm going to do Sundays all the time because I do like to party. I do like to go out. I was going to go out and watch the fight last night. But I don't know. I just got tired. I got real tired and fell asleep. I was like, all right, I'm going to just go to sleep, lay down, fall asleep. I caught up on Dexter, the new Dexter. I think I want to start watching their Power with what's my man name, yo? Ghost Son, the son of Ghost. I don't know. I can't think of his name right now. I can't think of the Ghost Son name on the show. But that was my favorite character in Power. You know what I'm saying? Because he would have that look on his face like he didn't want to hear it. And when he killed Ghost, I was like, yo, that's my man right now. He killed Ghost. But that's that, man. What do y'all think, man? Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate your time. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the comments, the call-ins, man. So that's it, man. That's it for this show. Like I said, Sunday is going to be a one in the blue moon type of thing. I'll put a post up, let you guys know when I'm going to do a Sunday. But Wednesday is going to be the definite unless something comes up with work. Like I have to go travel or something for work. Because I do have a travel job and I do travel for work. So if I do have to travel for work, I'll let you guys know. Maybe like in the community section and maybe on IG and Twitter and whatnot. All right, man. I appreciate your time, man. So that's that. We're going to wrap it up. All right, man. Till next time. Peace.